run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
The ball carrier.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12. Haskins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Will be incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Mariota. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards that time for number 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Jump, jump, jump. Where are they, team? You got tight. You got tight right there. Shift, shift. Check 24, check 24. Slam, slam. Switch, switch.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Mariota on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Washington 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Haskins. He'll find Gibson here complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Complete to Antonio.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Open man here, Sims complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get down?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That
extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
He was brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Complete.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Come on. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Keep it up, defense. One.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up first.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah,
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Take over 1st and
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete.
It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
18 on the play.
Really?
1st down.
Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He's got daylight past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Haskins going to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down and 4, Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's taken it around the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's taken to the 26. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up second.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Mariota. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was taken.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The throw taken in by Sims. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. To throw, Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Raheem Mostert.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mariota to throw it. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And at the 36-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jim. Switch. One. Shit. Check the backer.
Now Mostert. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now Haskins on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Out of the shotgun, Haskins.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Washington.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20. Five-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Mariota. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
40-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 22. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Play action. Haskins. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Mariota's pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. They'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game, and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Washington, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Niners, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week